It's your boy Jay back with another reaction video, whatever's on the noggin, where we sit here and discuss and talk about whatever's on the noggin. I truly appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel, hit that like button below. You see that bell icon in the corner, hit it so you can be notified when my videos drop. And as always, giving credit to the content creator of these videos. What is this? Keeping It Real in America Part 19. This is a hot news topic coming out of Nashville. Let's get into it.
The man should be fired or have the sense to resign today.
They are the people who take your calls in some of your worst moments. 911 operators. They already have an extremely stressful job, but some who answer emergency calls here in Metro Nashville say their boss makes the job even more stressful. Good evening, I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. They describe the work environment at Metro's 911 call center as toxic.
Metro 911 called toxic workplace. Like they said, it's already kind of, hectic. You're dealing with 911 calls. Let's see what's going on.
As investigative reporter Jennifer Krause tells us, those employees have some powerful supporters who are calling for change.
This man is unhinged, and there is no reason why this city should still have him on payroll.
Metro Councilwoman Joy Stiles says Steve Martini, the director of Metro's Department of Emergency Communications, needs to go.
It is a hot mess.
Stiles says there have been serious complaints about Martini and his management style since shortly after he took the job in 2020, including allegations of harassment, retaliation, and creating a hostile and toxic work environment.
This is on us. This is our failure. We knew this man was a problem years ago, and we did nothing.
It was the intimidation factor, the bullying.
Trisha Eby was a dispatcher with Metro for 23 years, but says she made the difficult decision to leave the job shortly before qualifying for a full pension because she just couldn't take it anymore.
Damn.
No, it's being a jerk, Trish. There's a huge difference in between speaking bluntly and being a jerk, and you're falling firmly in part two, right?
So he basically calling her a jerk. So why is this man, if they have this information, why is this man still working there? I get it, because like I said, if it was a black man, this man would have been fired for doing all this shit right here. And, this ain't racial profiling, but it is, because, nobody want to talk about the, what's swept up under the rug, but I'm going to bring it out because it's always about race. No matter what nobody talk about, it's always about race at the end of the day.
The man you're hearing there was her.
And this is the dude that's doing the harassing right here. So why is he still working there? Because I guarantee you, if there was a black man or a Native American or someone from the 10 tribes, they'd have been got rid of him.
Her boss, Steve Martini. Eby says in 2022 she was called in for a meeting, and based on his past behavior with her as well as other employees, Eby decided to secretly record the conversation.
Why is he still working there?
I did nothing to warrant what I was accused of and the behavior.
I need you to understand that I'm not playing games here with you, okay?
I understand.
I don't need the coverage bad enough for you to be here. If I had enough support under 6.7, I'd fire you now.
Well, we need enough support. They need enough support up under 6.7 to try to fire him now. But, like I said, it's the white man sitting up. It's almost like a plantation. Think about it. So there's probably, like he said, it's probably mostly women that work in an environment like that with a rude boss like that that's hovering over them, and it's crazy. It just reminds me of plantation shit. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's just my assumption.
Ever treat me that way, ever talk to me.
Eby says Martini was upset because she'd asked to step away from being a trainer, and that he believed she had filed a grievance with the employees union because he had hired someone without posting the job.
I'm not in the union. I did not file the grievance. I'm really proud to work here.
That except for the 4 people in this room, Trish.
Sir, that's not true. The whole floor is talking about it.
I don't disagree, but nobody knows about your involvement with that except for the 4 people in this room. So that either means the 3 of us are running around causing discord on the floor so that we have something to tell her, or you're a liar.
You felt like this was retaliation?
It was definitely retaliation. He made it really clear in the meeting that I'm lying.
This is a shot at me, so this is me shooting back. And we're restricting anything you participate in, and I don't need to hear so much as a peep. Okay, Trish? None.
Yes, sir.
None.
Okay.
Look how he talking to her. we're restricting anything you participate in and don't need to hear so much as a peep. Okay, Trish? And she just responds, yes, sir. That ain't slavery on the highest level right there.
Talk about insubordination. I'm talking about.
And I ain't trying to hear, because it's a white person doing that to another white person. No, because if it was a black person that was in that position right there, he'd have just fired him. They wouldn't even had a voice like she had, really.
With the hammer, right? I'm not going to walk into it slowly. I'm going to swing hard and fast.
Look at that.
This man should have been fired on the spot.
Yeah.
The berating that he gave an employee in front of other staff members.
How's he still working
But
there?
Councilwoman Stiles says instead, Metro's HR department decided to hire an outside company to survey employees who expressed fears of being ostracized or even fired if they spoke out publicly against management.
You know what to stop all of this, and it's a sad reality. Get what I'm saying? If a lot of these people start choosing different career paths and stop doing this shit right here, they'll get rid of them. If they was to leave their jobs, if they was to protest or something and just leave their jobs, these people have way more. They deal with all emergency calls now. Police, firefighters, EMS. They deal with all of it. Not only they deal with that part of it, they also deal with the population who calls. You get what I'm saying? They are like the middle man in between all of this. You get what I'm saying? And now you got a fucking asshole boss that's making the job even harder. Only thing these people got to do is just walk up out of there. And either y'all get rid of that guy or they walk up out of there. But they ain't going to do it because of the economy, and they thinking about, people got have hearts. So I understand that part, but no, y'all need to stand together and get this man up out of here. It shouldn't even get this far. He should have been let go. But because it's people, white people, let's just keep it 100 above. That's above, that's running and shit. The only thing y'all got to do is just walk out. They'll get rid of them.
And that they had concerns about heated exchanges between employees and senior leadership.
I don't see the intimidation or retaliation.
Steve Martini insists that recorded meeting with Trisha Eby was an isolated incident.
That was probably one of the worst examples of my engagement with an employee in my
he sound racist.
21 years in public safety communications. I'm embarrassed by it.
No, he ain't. What need to happen is this man need to be fired. All honestly, he just need to be fired.
It was not how I should have interacted with Trish, and if I had to do it over again, I would.
The outside company that surveyed employees in 2023 did
do the same
recommend
shit
that
over
Martini
again.
receive professional executive coaching, something that he says has been very helpful. And now, 2 years later, he's got an outside group doing employee focus groups to find out what needs to be changed.
How do you change this feeling among employees that this is a toxic work environment?
I am very excited to hear the feedback from our HR partner that we've engaged with through the focus groups to bring some of those solutions to bear.
But you've had surveys, you've had focus groups.
Haven't nothing changed.
And nothing's changed.
Exactly.
I disagree that nothing has changed. We've definitely made changes.
What need to change it? He need to
Stiles,
change.
who heads up the Metro Women's Caucus,
He
says
need to be
after
fired.
council members started hearing more complaints about Martini from current employees earlier this year, the caucus asked for another survey. This survey found concerns about poor training, lack of support, poor communication, and a toxic work culture.
And the majority are saying nothing has changed.
And guess what? This is one of many places throughout, not just emergency, but like regular factory jobs, working at, what's that one girl that just killed her manager because the manager was bullying her? Now, I don't advocate for nobody to harm nobody, so I'm going to just get that out first and foremost. But this bullying shit got to stop. This is what causing it. You did this right here, so this is one of many places. This shit goes on a daily at other work sites, especially in the nursing field.
Place is still toxic. He's a horrible person.
The Metro Council voted in June to ask the mayor's office for an independent investigation. While earlier this week, the Women's Caucus voted to send a strongly worded letter to the mayor's office expressing concerns about the situation. Joy Stiles, though, wants more.
Joy Stiles, personally as an individual, would like him to quit today or be fired. There is enough information that this man has done for him to be let go.
Jennifer Krause, News
I
Channel
agree.
5 Investigates.
I totally
The
agree.
Metro Women's Caucus took particular interest in the employees' concerns because 70% of the employees at the 911 center are women, and most of the complaints are coming from women. An anonymous group of current employees began sending emails to council members earlier this year about the working conditions, and several current 911 operators told caucus members that intimidation is still a big problem.
I know.
Meanwhile, Metro HR says they have not done more because of the complaints that they've received have been anonymous or not specific enough.
Yeah, HR
As for
sucks.
Martini, he says he regrets what he said during his meeting with Trisha Eby, but she says he has never apologized to her.
But yeah, well, you can't make it personal because he treated mostly people, so it ain't just an apology. He has to apologize to her. He has to apologize to a lot of people. But the only reason I can see that this man's still working is that, like I said, the numbers must be looking good or something. That's the only way that they're keeping somebody in a position like that, knowing that he's an asshole. That's the only reason. That's the only reason I see.
For changes inside Nashville's Department of Emergency Communications. Welcome to News.
I need to pull up Nashville mayor too.
I'm Tori Gessner. It comes after workers reported a toxic work environment and harassment. News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry breaks down those concerns and their response. Caitlin.
Council member and Women's Caucus Chair Joy Stiles shared a recording with me. She says the recording involves a conversation between Emergency Communications Director Stephen Martini and an employee. Stiles says it speaks to the heart of the matter. Take a listen.
You hear so much as a people, okay? None.
Yes, sir.
None. And when I talk about insubordination, I'm talking about with the hammer, right? I'm not going to walk into it slowly. I'm going to swing hard and fast because I want to make sure everybody out there knows that this is not a place that you can come into, get the money you feed your family with, and then about it.
We deserve
That's crazy.
better in Metro. Our employees deserve better.
Metro.
Since 2019, Stiles says she has heard from dispatchers about discrimination, harassment, and retaliation from inside
Freddie
the department.
O'Connell.
She says a survey of employees this summer backed up those concerns, describing the department as toxic, with similar results to those of a 2023 survey.
It's shocking to hear them, and it makes me angry to hear them because, again, the allegations...
I'm sitting here pulling up the mayor of Nashville. Secure women voter approval, dedicated funding. Is he a Demi? Let's see. Just scrolling through. I don't really know.
Against
I'll pull up more information on that to see if he's a Democrat
Women's Caucus has sent a letter
or
to the mayor
Republican.
asking for answers and questioning Martini's leadership.
We will continue to advocate for these workers, to make sure that this culture actually has an opportunity to improve.
The mayor says while he takes the matter seriously, he still has reservations.
I'm trying to figure some things out. I mean, one,
Freddie
caucuses
O'Connell.
are not
Okay.
really the place where HR matters really are explored formally. We do have an HR process. As far as I'm aware, there are no active HR complaints in the Department of Emergency Communications.
Meanwhile, the board overseeing the department is standing behind Martini, saying he has led major improvements, even if challenges remain.
The metrics don't matter if when you're coming to work.
That's what I said. So the only reason why he there because the numbers is doing good. But like I said, if he's not liked by the people, not because of his job, but clearly by the way that this man talking to these people and the lady got it recorded, why is he still there working? That's my thing.
While you do it, right? You're already working in a trauma-based field.
Exactly.
And then your boss is further traumatizing you while you're there to make sure that they're achieving those metrics.
The Women's Caucus wants
That's crazy.
responses to their 7 questions regarding the work culture by September 1st and say they will keep pushing for change.
Your voices have been heard, and we will make this situation right. You are not going to have to face this alone.
I will not rest until we make sure that the environment for these employees is safe.
I reached out to Stephen Martini for a comment. The Department of Emergency Communications responded instead, saying, quote, "Our department remains committed to providing transparent information and continuing to deliver reliable service to Nashvillians and visitors. DEC will maintain that commitment as the ongoing process between Metro Council and the Mayor's office continues."
That's all bullshit right there. Like I said, that man need to be fired. So what if the metrics or the numbers, say otherwise? You got to have a good work base with your employees, especially, while they dealing with stuff like that, what they dealing with. So I totally agree. This man need to be fired, because if it was anybody else, they'd have been. If he was black, they got rid of his ass. I don't care what nobody say. If you feel any type of way, leave it in the comments, because the man would have been fired if he was black. Let's just keep it 100. Well, that's it for another video. Like I said, I truly appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button below. You see that bell icon, hit it so you can be notified when my videos drop. And as always, peace, love, safety. Jay is out.